Oh my gosh. The pleasure and honor is all mine. I know I've been MIA, but I hope whatever it is that I'm learning and incorporating in my life can be of benefit, not only to myself, but to you all. I'm so honored to be here. And yeah, so let's get started. Today, I'm going to guide you through a slightly different meditation. My inner guidance system nudged me to choose this one. It's called Trusting Yourself, Trusting Your Inner Guidance. And it comes from this book right here called The Healing Waterfall by Max Heistein. I can also enter the name in the chat later on. And what I like about visualization meditations is that they work in allowing you to focus your mind or your thoughts on the actual visual as opposed to letting them kind of stray. And also, if you are a visual learner, it helps you connect in a deeper sense. But what I will do first is, as you all know from before, I love to refer to this book, The Divine Names of Allah, The Healing Divine Names. And the attribute connected to this particular meditation is Al-Wakil. That is the protector and the trustee. So if you can just try to listen with the eyes of your ears of your heart to what I will be allowing you to reflect on with regards to this name. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Al-Wakil, the protector, the one who has been authorized and never deserts, the trustee. This name opens a space in the heart that never leaves, because this is the place of certainty and silence. Al-Wakil transforms the storms of worries, sorrow, and dejection into a wind of confidence. It lets the ghosts of illusions and their insinuations bow in front of the serenity of the heart, opening a space that enables us to find solutions and thus find rest from tiring, ceaseless thinking. When a problem crops up in your life, focus on it with the energy of your surrender, your love, your longing for Allah. Immerse the problem, the situation into which you have been thrown, in that energy, and leave it there. That is tawakkul, and that is trust. And lastly, the divine name Al-Wakil frees our spirit from the illusion that we have been forgotten by God. It frees our heart and wounded heart from believing it does not deserve to be held in God's mercy, in God's love. It frees us from the deep pain of being overlooked. And so with that in mind, I'm of the belief that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has breathed his spirit into us, and thus we carry all of these attributes of Allah within us. And it is our purpose on this planet to manifest these attributes to the best of our abilities. And so we each have an inner guidance system within us, within our hearts. Mainly, we tend to have three voices that are constantly going on, and inshallah we can have another session about the three voices. But the three main voices, from what I've been taught, are the voice of Allah, which in essence is not truly the voice of God, but the voice of the angels, our guides, the voice of our ego, and the voice of separation, the voice of shaitan. Okay. And I'm of the belief that shaitan is not something that is outside of us. It's just a state of separation. Okay. So for us to exercise that ability to listen to our inner guidance system, we need to exercise it as much as possible. I'm reminded of the hadith where Prophet Musa alayhi salam is told by Allah, because he was Kalimullah, and he was told by him to ask for even the shoelaces on his shoes, right? So some decipher that or give that meaning in that just ask for anything. But I like to go deeper and say that trust your inner guidance system and ask for the simplest things in order to exercise that muscle, and in order to be able to trust yourself more and more. Because sometimes what we do is we are in doubt about something and we ask friends, family members, but if we're in that state of doubt, if we're in that state of fear, they're going to mirror back to us that same state. But wouldn't it be wonderful if we always checked in with Allah? There's no harm in asking, especially if we're in doubt. But if we always resorted to that inner guidance system and we're able to check in with Allah first, what kind of life would that be, right? So without further ado, I'm going to begin the meditation with Surah Al-Fatiha. And this is an alignment method I learned at the Institute of Spiritual Healing that I attend. And it's a way to open up our hearts to receive, to put us in a hopeful, high vibrational state. And then I'm going to follow it with something called the elongation of the names. And I'm going to call on four of our prophets' names that we will be able to benefit from their energy. So if that doesn't resonate with you, just think of any personality that you feel closeness to and try to connect with that energy, inshallah. Okay, so make yourself comfortable and close your eyes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله محمدا رسول الله. إبراهيم رسول الله. موسى رسول الله. عيسى رسول الله. عليهم Salatullah. Now take a slow, deep breath and release any tension. And as you feel yourself sinking into the surface you're resting on, becoming still and more comfortable and relaxed, take another slow, deep breath and release your thoughts, letting them drift far away. One last slow, deep breath and exhale, knowing that in this moment, all is well. Beautiful. Now bring your awareness to your heart in the center of your chest. And notice a softness there, a feeling of peace. Take a moment to enjoy this feeling. And as you quietly focus on your heart and follow your breath as it goes in and out. Now, as if you're going down an elevator, bring your focus more deeply into your heart. And visualize this elevator landing in a cozy room. And imagine there, deep in your heart room, you find this beautiful cord, a golden cord that's been woven into a beautiful pattern of threads. But as you look more carefully at the cord, you find that it's been severed, it's been broken in half. Then you look more closely and you see that one side of this cord is leading up to your mind. And the other side is connected to your heart. Now this cord, when it's whole and when it's properly in place, it helps you know with certainty that you have the answers that you need within you. It allows you to tap into your inner wisdom, Al-Hakim, the all-wise, Al-Alim, the all-knowing. It helps you receive direction that is good and that is true. And know that you can trust and use your own inner direction in life. It allows you to trust yourself. Now, in order to mend this cord, you'll envision yourself in 3 scenarios in your life. Knowing, following, and trusting your own inner guidance. So let's begin. Consider a situation in your life where you have uncertainty. And you need to know what to do. You might normally ask someone else's advice, but not this time. Imagine yourself going within, into your own inner heart. Feel the presence and power of your own inner knowing, your own wisdom, the wisdom of Al-Hakim that's so rich and so powerful. And it comes from all the experiences that you've had. Imagine that you're plugging in to that wisdom and becoming filled with inner certainty. Any stress you may have, or you may be experiencing about this, is dissolving as a feeling of calm, quiet assurance comes from you. So I'm called to do a short dhikr of Al-Hakim. Stay with that situation that you're asking about. Ya Allah, Ya Hakim. Ya Allah, Ya Hakim. Ya Allah, Ya Hakim. Ya Allah, Ya Hakim. If you're called to, please chant with me. Ya Allah, Ya Hakim. Ya Allah, Ya Hakim. Ya Allah, Ya Hakim. Ya Allah, Ya Hakim. Now notice what happens with all the doubts you had about the situation, all the questions. Simply observe. Now going back to that cord, that golden cord in your heart. does it look like? Perhaps it looks like it's partially mended. Some of the threads might be still disconnected, but it seems like it's in better shape than it was. Let's consider another situation where you might be needing advice or direction. Bring that to your heart. Something that you have been sitting on for a while. Or perhaps it just came to you at this moment. Imagine yourself going within, into your own heart. And feel the presence of your own inner knowing, your own wisdom. Again, remember, your own wisdom is rich, it's powerful, it's very, very deep. Imagine you're plugging into your accumulated wisdom and becoming filled with inner certainty. And you witness whatever stress you've been experiencing is dissolving. And a quiet assurance comes over you. Now take another look at that chord in your heart. Perhaps you see that it's now almost completely mended. There's still a few threads that need to be healed. But you're feeling this inner strength within you. And for the fun of it, let's consider one last situation. Remember, we're exercising that beautiful God-given muscle. Consider one more situation where you might be in need of advice or direction. Imagine yourself going within, into your own heart. And feel the presence of your own inner knowing, your own wisdom. And imagine plugging into it and becoming filled with inner certainty. Any stress that you experienced about it before is gently dissolving. Maintain your focus on your heart. Perhaps keep your hand on your heart if it helps. And witness this feeling of calm, serenity, and assurance come over you. Ya Allah ya Wakil. Ya Allah ya Wakil. Ya Allah ya Wakil. Ya Allah ya Wakil. Oh, oh. Now look at that beautiful golden cord in your heart. What does it look like? Just observe. Perhaps there's no sign as it has been ever broken. In fact, it's radiating and shining with light. This shows that your heart and your mind are connected now. And you have full confidence in your inner wisdom. We're going to end with some affirmations from this state of serenity and receivership. Allow them to resonate deep, deep within your subconscious. I am learning to trust myself and to rely on my own good inner wisdom. I am taking the time to listen within and following my own inner guidance. I have a deep reservoir of inner wisdom and strength, and I'm calling upon it whenever I need to. My heart's wisdom is solid and dependable, and I am valuing and appreciating it. I resolve to keep my own counsel and follow my heart. This inner journey is coming to a close. I invite you to take a moment and thank yourself for giving yourself this gift. You have the ability, your God-given ability, deep within, to know whatever you need to know in any given situation. And you can trust yourself. Allow the benefits of this experience to stay with you. And gently bring your awareness back to your physical body. taking your time. And when you're ready, open your eyes and feel refreshed and rejuvenated.
Thank you so much, Sister Rawan. Thank you for a lovely session. Can you tell us what made you choose those two names today? I know you always have a reason behind choosing those specific names of Allah. Any reason behind that?
For sure. So I like to go with the theme because it's about trusting our inner guidance system. The two attributes that came to mind are Al-Hakim, the all-wise, and Al-Wakil, the trustworthy one, the trustee, right? And I forgot to actually mention those new to meditating. It may have been difficult to kind of go within and not listen to the thoughts that occur. But because this meditation has been recorded, I advise that you come back and keep coming back, because it's about exercising that muscle of going within, quieting the thoughts, and really being able to dig deep to our own inner guidance. So to be honest, they just come sometimes, and it's all inspired by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Thank you so much. Alhamdulillah. Can you mention the names of the book as well? I think we've got some.
Yes, absolutely. I'll put them in the chat right now. If anybody has questions or anything, I can also put in my email address. Feel free to contact me.
Yes. If anyone's got any questions, you can unmute yourself, or you can write it in the chat as well. So for those who are new, do you recommend just doing it slowly as well, right? What about the time? Is it more about the time, or is it more about the depth of the meditation?
I'd like to just say that do it whenever it's convenient for you. Some of us have a more quiet time in the evenings just before going to bed. Others are morning people. Others find time in the mid-afternoon, and they like to refresh themselves in the afternoon. So any time that works, just taking that time out for yourself to go within is a beautiful gift for yourself. So I'll also include the website for Muslim meditation. We do have some recordings on it as well. The book names.
I think we've got some recordings of yourself as well from the last sessions you've done for Iqra Library, beautiful sessions as well. As I said, it's the names of Allah are relatable every time, every day. So do fill in, have a look at the Muslim meditation website, also look into Iqra Library YouTube channels as well. Some beautiful sessions by Sister Rawan. I know obviously when you do it yourself, it's different. When you've got some help out there to do it, it's different as well. It touches differently as well. So thank you so much to everyone joining in. Inshallah, we will contact Sister Rawan to do more regular sessions with her. I think it's a good start, alhamdulillah, and it's nice to bring that back in. I mean, today's the names of Allah, definitely all what we need, isn't it, with certainty as well. So thank you all, and inshallah, we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much.